It was a month before my 6th birthday, because my birthday's in April, and my brother had just turned 7 right before we left our parents. I remember that. I mean, it still blows my mind to this day. How could anyone convince young parents who are probably in their late 20s to let go of their children, regardless of what the circumstance? That they knew there'd be, of course, the selling point was saying they were going to take us somewhere where we would be safe haven. But that'd be a hard sell to any parents. I've talked to many parents; they would never do it. My brother himself wouldn't do it, and he was one of the kids. Anyway, when it finally came for us to go, I remember we're sitting with our mother, and she is crying. She's so hysterical. I mean, talk about, when a person is hysterical, they don't make a lot of sense. Here, I'm not even 6 years old. You think I understand what's going on? I don't understand. She's asking us over and over and blurting out, "Are you sure you want to go? Are you sure you want to go?" She wants to be convinced. She's trying to convince herself that she's doing the right thing, I guess. That's just human nature. And we were so frustrated, my brother and I, because we didn't understand why she was crying. We thought they were asking us if we want to go on a trip like with the Slovakian Guards. That was a lot of fun. So that's the last image I have of my mother. She is totally hysterical. Next thing I remember, we left the building. Night must have fallen because it was dark. It must have been evening. The night had fallen. We were placed in a small black car, and the trip that we went in the car took hours. And that was pretty dramatic too. I always ask, can you imagine how my brother and I behaved? We thought we were going on a sightseeing trip, and now it's dark, and we're in the car for hours. I don't know after how long, maybe after a couple of hours or longer, we came to a stop. We have no idea where we're going, but still, even if you're 6 years old, you still want to know, curious where you're going. And pretty soon they were among us. There were a German convoy was coming. Before, all you were listening to was chatter, and all these hundreds of people in the streets. Now they were all yelling and screaming. I remember women were crying, and they were not happy about it. This was the Germans taking over Prague, which they occupied Prague without a shot. So as it turned out, we left our parents the same day that Prague was occupied, and we got stuck in the traffic. Where was I? Yeah, when it came time for us to leave, what happened was, I guess they put us on a train, and they took us to Holland, and from Holland they took us by boat to England, and from England we were picked up at Liverpool Street Station by I don't remember being picked up even, but I remember ending up at a family who was willing to watch us temporarily. In fact, it was a Jewish family. Rabbi Sassov, he was a rabbi, and his wife, and a little girl daughter, a few years older than us. We were treated very nice, but we felt very... Thinking about it, I look at this picture, and I'm saying to myself, I can imagine how it would be for a kid with my hair almost shaved, which wasn't the style, and I'm wearing clothes that look like Oliver Twist designer clothes. So I'm sure, but the good life didn't last because war broke out suddenly. And well, first, I always say, it's what you learn from life. civilized societies, whenever there's an emergency, danger, they focus first on children. And the British they're the greatest for organization. They're well organized. They had it all planned. In no time, they organized through the schools to take refugees out of London. They knew London would be the main target. So that's the end of the good life.